Hello, in this video, the deal that Danny wants to make with Gia to prove that he wasn't lying about that drunken night in Bondi. And is Rebecca worse than Steve Sr.? I've got some videos. Plus, Intruder love lab rats. We'll find out who they are. This is Rehashed and we are live!
You want the trash, I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, and welcome to Rehashed. Also, for a second there, I forgot my name, so it's going to be a great show, guys. And we are doing Rehashed Live for Married at First Sight, where I find all the off-screen trash, mess, and drama, and I dump it into your dirty little sassholes. Is that too much? No such thing. Hit me up with a "Hey babes" in the chat, and I'll get to it in 1 second. Also, just a reminder to you that this show contains spoilers, unlike a Rehashed recap, so you have been warned before people at me in the comments, and they're always like, you spoiled a bunch of stuff. Yeah, this isn't a recap. We recap some things, but this is primarily for all the shit that's happening off air. All right, let's get to the socials and say hi to everyone. Hi, Wilko. Thank you, Jody. Okay. Oh, it's moving too fast, guys. It's moving too fast. Let's slow it down. Let's do this slow and steady, because that eventually wins the race. What did I miss so far? There was some chats that came up that I missed. So let's get to those very, very quickly and say hi to you. Okay, Militia said, "Oh my God, did you see all the comments being turned off of the promo material? The new man that hates woke people." Oh, I didn't see that it had been turned off, but I do have some inside goss about old mate Tyson. Hi, babes. Helene, it's so good to see you.
Oh my God. Elaine. Shut up, Coco Fluff. Happy birthday to me, yeah.
Not yet, though. It's on Friday. So I was just mentioning it. Cold Daddy is here. Yes, that's me. Thank you so much. Let's do one more, and then we'll move on with the trash, mess, and drama. STA, I'm exhausted. Shaz, I hear you. I see you and I feel you. Okay, I get it. My birthday isn't done yet. My birthday is this coming Friday. It is the 27th of February. I mentioned it, and then everyone thought it was my birthday. It has not happened yet. I'm still 39. Okay, I'm very happy about being still 39, and that's great. It's all def turned off, and now the content creators are going wild with it. They're going wild with it. Well, I've got stuff that they don't have. Not that I've seen the. Oh, well, they might. Okay, I'll just shut up, because we're going to get into it. We've got a lot of things to do. Thank you very much. We'll come back to the chat in just a second, but there is so many things for us to get to. So let's start with the basics from the week. Let's talk about the last dinner party. Wow. Has everyone recovered? Shaz hasn't, but I did see a lot of comments on the channel of people saying that they are done with MAFS after this particular episode, and I wish that was fresh news, but year on year, people say it and it just gets bigger and bigger. I quit MAFS a couple of years ago, and then I just come back kicking and screaming every year. Maybe I'll quit again this year. Oh, maybe. Who knows? Gia, 1/3 of the Mean Girls, was in an interview with Fifi, Fev, and Nick from Melbourne Radio this week. And she said that she can't watch the show anymore because of the things that happened with production. And production are the reason that Gia and Brooke acted the way they did. I don't necessarily buy that she hasn't seen it. Even if producers are always coercing them, which they are, and that's their job, I don't think I buy that she's not watching it. You know what I mean?
I mean, can't really say too much, but there's a lot of things that went on in production that, for me and Brooke personally, that maybe is why we were acting as bad as we were. Particularly that dinner party, things happened before we filmed that dinner party that were really, really hard. So, we kind of were a little bit production puppets, and we did what we were told to do, to be honest. There were so many things that happened behind the scenes that didn't make the cut with Alyssa and Stella. So, multiple times Stella called me a dog and was flirting with my husband on the show, and Alyssa was really rude to Brooke and I.
Oh, my God. They were so rude. So if we're to believe what she says, it's that Stella was coming onto Scott and along with Alyssa, they said a bunch of mean shit to them first. And Stella called her a dog. And Gia and Brooke are still friends, BT dubs. Of course, they're both on the Gold Coast. Everyone on the Gold Coast knows each other and dates each other. It's a very, people make jokes about Tasmania, but we need to start talking about the Gold Coast guys. She's really trying to have her back in this interview, Brooke's back in particular, saying that this isn't her in real life. Apparently, we need more context. And we need to give Brooke some grace. Just like Julia, the bisexual, wanted it from Grace on, okay?
She obviously was drunk. She'd had too much to drink.
Yeah.
And I've been on TV drunk and made a fool of myself as well. As a friend, why didn't you pull up? Why did you jump on board? Because you were bullied as a kid and you've spoken about that a lot.
A lot of people said this.
And then you two turned into the biggest bullies. So you turned into one of them.
She came in 3 champagne bottles deep in a car for 4 hours driving around waiting to come into the dinner party. So she was fired up, drunk as.
So is that on the producers then? Not to put her on air?
I believe that she shouldn't have been put on air. I think people talk about, is there a drink limit? There wasn't at all. We were all so drunk that dinner party, like not making excuses, but she came in, 3 bottles deep. She was already rolling her eyes when she walked in. I was drunk as I didn't really eat. Like we just were the worst versions of ourselves.
Yeah. And you know what? I've been really drunk just a couple of times. And there have been versions of me that I've been like, that's bad. But I've also been really drunk at work events. And I was fine. I guess maybe they don't see this as work. Again, because they're not actors, guys. So Brooke was 3 champagne bottles deep. 3? I don't know if she had 3 bottles of champagne and being held in a fucking car. I don't know about that. Also, there's no limit on alcohol. I thought after all that work safe stuff that they went through in the police investigation last season, you would assume they would be under scrutiny, sorry. No, okay, I guess not. Gia, apparently, along with Brooke, was told to bring it because remember they had that big Bondi thing that we talk about at the icebergs. They had a big blow up the night that producers were really mad at them and they were in the producers' bad books. And now she must turn tricks to make them happy to stay in the show. Well, she did turn some tricks actually because she said something. She said that the Danaconda. I wonder what my neighbors think when I shout that. Because I don't get it every take. So sometimes I have to say it a couple of times. I wonder how do I say this? Okay, let's just say Gia. Gia apparently says that Danaconda tried to insinuate that he was into her. And there's been a lot of back and forth. And I put the question to you, do we believe it? And she is sticking to her guns, guys.
Yes, he said that. This was the night at Iceberg. This was a few nights before this dinner party. And everyone was at Icebergs. You can see online all the videos of people at Icebergs. But this was a moment where everyone had kind of gone to the bathroom, split off, was talking to media, was trying to leave so that media didn't pap us. Everyone was kind of spread out.
Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button, guys. Oh, let's go back to it because I really want to. No, we don't need to go back to it. It's fine. I just saw the Anaconda thing and I wanted to put it up. No, I'm not getting money from Anaconda. Anyway, basically in the rest of that, she just says that he came up, he was drunk, and she basically says that it was harmless. It was a throwaway thing because he was drunk and she was trying not to make a big deal out of it. It's just because, that pest Brooke, who she's still friends with BTW. So I don't know. It can't be. I don't know. If your friend's going to push you under the bus like that with something that you were like, let's not bring this up. I think you absolutely did plan to bring it up from the stuff that we saw from that Stan show, which we'll quickly talk about. Brooke makes every weird emoji face there is. Or you don't believe it. He didn't say it. Well, we're gonna put it to bed once and for all, like we do on this program. That is coming up in a second. We'll get to more of your chats. Gia also blames Beck for the Alyssa hate bandwagon because she knows Alyssa from Adelaide and then she turned all of the Heathers against her. Like I said, I got heaps of comments, but I would love to know in a poll, the question is, who do you believe said the truth? Okay, that was really dumb. But what I want to do is I want to put a little poll. I'm going to put up in the chat. If you're watching on Catch Up, you won't see this poll, but you can still chuck it in the comments. The question is, who do you believe, Danaconda or Gia? It is in the poll right now, and you can let us know. And whoa, it's starting around really quick, guys. Oh, Gia jumped quick, and now Danaconda's like 83%. Oh my God, this is intense. Okay. At the end, if I do forget, remind me, but we will check the poll results and we'll find out exactly what you said because you know the truth. Because you can tell, you know what I mean? Way better than I can if they're lying. Also, Brooke apparently can't leave her apartment. This is revealed in this interview because apparently the paps are outside. Gia also shared something on her Instagram, which is interesting, because I didn't think they had access to the Instagram, but they did, about that Stan after MAFS dinner show, which is horrendous in my opinion. Oh, it's horrendous. Apparently they made it seem like she chickened out of the show, but Gia denies that and she went to hospital because she was unwell. She believes there was no point to digging up the past. It was 6 months ago, and she says she apologizes and she's working on being a better person. So I find all that very interesting. You know what I mean? Like I think I actually believe Gia in regards to her saying that she was sick, because why wouldn't she want to extend her 15 minutes, even if people are coming for her? I know, but she also does reference her mental health, which makes me think like she just wants to move on. Yeah, I'm not entirely. I'll get your thoughts actually on this one because I don't know exactly what I believe. To be honest, since day one, it seems like Gia wanted Danny to be into her just so she could humiliate Beck. I reckon she made it up, is convincing herself. I read this. Is that what you read? Okay, Fiona. No, I think a lot of people read the same thing. You know what I mean? The male host of that show gave him the ick. Yeah, well, that's Jules Lund, and he's been a television host for many, many years and radio host. He was on air with Fifi Box. Oh, Jesus Christ, Lulu. Yeah, so it's so awkward. It seems so forced and awkward. And here's my message to Channel 9. Did he say I normally would go for someone like you? I want to date. No, he said I normally would go for someone like you. Not you, Gia, but like you. I do believe the better person because the only way is up. Dan specifically said in his audition tapes that he is not into women with fake boobs and Botox. Yeah, but yeah, you know, and people do say things that aren't necessarily true. You know what I mean? So speaking of that show, Danny was on said Stan show and he was very confident in his answer on did this happen or did it not?
Lie detectors, they detect lies at 99.9%. I'll do a deal with you now. Get a lie detector in here, get me in here, get Gia in here. Not only that, I'll stick 100 grand of my money on it. And the winner, give the money to charity.
Whoa, that's a big call. Like he could be doubling down, like it could be the double down of a gaslighter, or it could be a real offer. Either way, he must be doing well to make that kind of bet. Or he truly believes that he didn't say it. A lie detector's 99%. I don't know. They just detect if you're a bit stressed, right? If anyone's asking me questions, like even if I get pulled over by police and they're like, have you been drinking tonight? I have to sit there and go, no. I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous that maybe this is it. Maybe I am the criminal. All right. I just want to check in with the poll quickly. 86%. Just want to double check. 86% Danaconda that they believe, and Gia 14%. Gia, babes, it's not looking good for you. It's really not looking good. All right, quick socials. What is he wearing? He's wore some really fun stuff. There was like a combination of like Peaky Blinders plus Canadian tuxedo. You forgot to do a memo me. That's okay. We've got heaps coming up at the end.
Memo me!
So many memo me's.
Memo me!
Shit, time's getting away. What's up with the Farmer Ted outfit? He's a fashion guy. You'll notice that real estate agents love that shit. Real estate agents love that shit. They love a dress up. They're fashionistas. Also, you might be making a bet in like the poll with like who did it, but maybe you're getting it wrong because maybe Gia's name's not Gia, guys. I don't know.
But did you know Gia isn't actually her real name? Or maybe it is, but she used to go by Cassandra Legallo. This is her Star Now profile from when she was brunette and looked quite different. I'm glad that she's getting her fame now, but it is interesting that Gia Fleur isn't the name that she's always gone by. And a lot of people that know her from earlier in life are like, yeah, her name's Cassie. So, Gia, can you tell us, is Cassandra your real name?
Why is she giving me 2006 Kesha vibes? Over with the most insane of those two, and that's really saying something after everything we've seen from Gia, but Brooke, the bee from the GC, oh, guys, she's been doing some apologizing herself. She's been on Instagram and she has apologized. She said, what you saw last night was the worst version of myself. And unfortunately, Alyssa and Stella were on the receiving end. Also, I'm extremely embarrassed by the way that I acted. She says that she's had some time to reflect and is looking forward to moving on with her life with more kindness and hope, and that those watching will also choose to do the same. Yeah, I look, I don't never condone people sliding into DMs and being dickheads. That's crazy to me. Or stopping people on the street. Just go to Reddit. If you need to vent, go to Reddit. That's why it's there. Also, legit a few hours after we were speculating in last week's live about her being pregnant, the Woman's Day dropped a spread. And then everyone was writing on the video that was up, the live video, you got it wrong. You do your research. Well, no, it hadn't come out. The bee and her old BF, now fiance, are expecting an, oh, what a joy. Parts of this article I absolutely love. Actually, before I do that, she had a video for all of her fans.
The rumours are true. I am engaged to my former partner and we are expecting a little baby this year. So if you would like to read about our story, check out Women's Day.
And I couldn't wait to check out Women's Day. This is from her ex, now current ex-boyfriend. I'm not talking about Chris. It's her, not her most recent ex. It's the one before that. This is what Harry said. Apparently he said, I came crawling back. Okay. It's every line that he gives BT Dubs feels like she has given him that line. It's something that I have rehearsed over and over again. He is a builder who works on the Gold Coast. He said, I missed her a little too much. Apparently, Harry invited me to the Maldives a couple of weeks later on a surfing trip with his family friends. And that just cemented things for me. We just had the most beautiful time. We were better than we've ever been. Now, here's something curious. That trip was 2 weeks after she left MAFS. So really, it was a whirlwind rekindling. I don't know what you're like, Sweet Baby Angel, but when you've been away, whether you've stayed with family or maybe you've been on a holiday, when you get home, you're just like, oh, God, I'm so happy to be at home. I'm in my own bed. I've got my pillow. Maybe you've got a pet. You know, God, I hope Brooke doesn't have a pet. But no, maybe she's lovely behind closed doors. Maybe Gia's right. So this is all very curious for me. And then on that awful show on Stan, this is what Chris had to say in regards to that.
I thought she didn't get back within 3-4 weeks after, but she actually went on a holiday 2 weeks once we left to the Maldives, and she told me that it was with family and friends, but then in the article it said it was with Harry, her ex, so...
Yeah, no, you missed the bit. She said it was Harry, family and friends. It's with Harry, family and friends. Yeah, sometimes when you smell a rat, it's just Brooke. And you know what, Brooke? I don't buy it. I think this is what it really has confirmed me that I think the whole thing was planned. I reckon she maybe went a little bit too hard at the dinner party and that was the blowback that she didn't really want. But the rest of it was planned, all of it. He also confirms, Chris, not Harry, that she went away each weekend, that she was in the experiment. She would run back to the GC, and Chris doesn't believe that it was for work anymore. Also, is he a changed man after watching this interview? No. It's not the vibe that I got, okay? Now, back to Brooke. Her and her baby daddy in the article, this is what they said. On Christmas Day, while holidaying in Aspen, Colorado, Harry proposed. What is this life that they're living? Oh my goodness. Do I need to move to the Gold Coast? Could you imagine? Melbourne to the GC. What a God, fuck no. I was only on the show for 2 weeks. We didn't even kiss, talking about Chris. Brooke laughs, adding that Harry has nil interest about her time on Australia's biggest reality show. He says, I haven't even watched a single episode, he admits. I don't think it's very real, to be honest. Yeah. But that's the beauty of it. We also don't have time for the drama. We have bigger fish to fry, adds Brooke. I love how she's too good for the show now. I mean, shut up, Brooke. Shut up. It's too good. We have bigger fish to fry. Yeah, you're pregnant. My pregnant friends love sitting down and watching the fucking telly. Don't tell me you're not gobbling up the telly. Also, what do you want to try and get ahead all the shit that you said on the telly? Because if you were that shit-faced, you wouldn't even know what you said. Quickly, before we get to your chat, and I can see it popping off. Just in the corner of my eye, there's a lot of comments coming through. You know how she came for Stella and the whole Target fuck me boots comment? Also, what's wrong with Target? Shut up. God, you're getting so many shut ups, Brooke. She has been in a Kmart commercial, guys. Which, if you don't know, is like a sister business. Like Kmart and Target owned by the same people. Like, it's absolutely perfect for me. And now you're lying to everyone also. Like, don't shit on Target. And then you go and have your little cash grab in Women's Day. And you're going to tell us that you're better than shopping at Kmart? Stop. It's embarrassing. You're an Australian from the Gold Coast. Absolutely stop. Now, back to Chris. Apparently, Chris said a bunch of really foul stuff to the women at the infamous dinner party that we saw only days ago that was also cut out of the show. I guess it didn't fit the redemption arc that they had for him in the show. It must have been bad because the Daily Mail says that they legally can't say what it is even though they know. I don't know. Daily Mail, you say a lot of shit. You really think it's that bad that you can't say it? I feel like maybe you're rumor baiting there. But there is this rumor that is circulating, and I don't know who started it, but I would love to know exactly what Chris said, maybe just to take some of the heat off Brooke, because everyone's turned around and gone, oh, poor Chris. I really don't think poor Chris.
Super chat.
Alrighty. Let's get to some super chats. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Plonk54. Said happy birthday. Thank you for your super chat. Also, Christy said happy 40th for Friday. Thank you so much, Christy. I really appreciate it. Deb has just sent a reminder through as a super chat. Deb is a Sweet Baby Angel member. Said hit the like button, SBAs. Yeah, make sure you do that. A lot of people do watch the show and don't like it. And that's cool. Even if you hate watch it, it's still worth a like. Even if it's a thumbs down, that's fine. Also, Jody, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, in pounds. Stop it, Jody. Talking dirty to me. And Sarah as well with another super chat. I really do appreciate it. You can send it at any time.
Chat.
Also, remember at the end, you can still email them through Memo Me's. I'll try and see. Because, it's so important. There's so many emails that come through. Now, there's just a little thing before I get to your chat. I don't want to check on this rumor that also has been going around that is actually really disturbing, if true. And I couldn't find anything on it. But there was some questions around, is Chris stalking Brooke? And I saw people, actually a couple of people had it in the chat at the start of this live. I saw a bunch of comments. There are no sources. It would be so weird for him to stalk her now. But for everything that I could find, no. There is no stalking that has been going on from Chris to Brooke. I think he was definitely into her. I've been saying it since the start. But I don't think he's going to stalk her. Now, if it was Melusion, on the other hand, that's a different kettle of fish. Sarah, thank you so much. Oh, my birthday's on Friday, guys. It's too early. My partner gets so mad when you... my hair's being funny, guys. It's been really preppy today. It got a haircut and it's preppy. Is it bad to be younger? Don't you want me to live longer to make videos for everybody? No. Shut up, Brooke. Paparazzi are outside the house. See, I also, when they were talking about the whole Bondi icebergs thing, we're trying to hide from the paps. No, you weren't. Yeah, I really thought we've got to talk about Melusion and the farmer at the end. I've got some feelings about what might be coming up this week. Yeah, everyone's like, don't steal Mel's thing, Chris. That's her thing. Thanks, Kenny, Vixen, CC. I really do appreciate it. All right, get back to more of your socials very, very soon, and you can send them. Obviously, if you send a super chat, I'll definitely be reading it out loud. It will not get missed. Let's talk about this after 12 seasons. Oh, guys, I might get actually a little bit emotional about this. After 12 seasons, relationship X. Oh, do I say the real word? Relationship no, I don't know how to say it. Did you see someone in the comments say, what's wrong with this guy's not being able to say expert or experiment? Did you see that? Oh, God, I loved it. I really, really loved it. Relationship expert Mel Schilling has announced that she's leaving the Channel 9 juggernaut. She started in season 2, and that woman has watched more doomed honeymoons and commitment ceremony meltdowns than any human should reasonably endure. I've watched my fair share, but she's watched way more. Have I had better opinions? Maybe. You know, only you can be the judge of that. But now she says it's time to step away. In a statement, Mel said that her decision was heartfelt and not made lightly. And the reason is actually very understandable. She's been living in the UK with her husband, Gareth, and their 10-year-old daughter, Maddie, while filming MAFS in Australia for up to 3 months a year. And after everything she's been through with her cancer diagnosis, health-wise, travel, separation, it's just not sustainable anymore. She is certainly still going to be on UK MAFS and the new MAFS All-Stars. So I think something needed to give here. And I think the Australian, obviously, you're just going to do the two that are like where you live. That makes more sense. You know what I mean? Oh, my goodness, guys. The new Intruder Love Lab Rats are just around the corner. We're going to meet them. And there's a couple that we really need to talk about. But one in particular, I have someone's messaged me about them. And I thought that this message was fake until this press release came out. And I was like, that's what they're talking about. Okay, quickly, let's talk about Rebecca because Rebecca's been, she's been busy. She's been really busy. She's been out and about. And I don't know if this is from the Daily Mail, and I don't know if this footage helps Rebecca's case. No, it doesn't help it against Steve. You know what I mean? Like, because maybe it gives us a bit more, I'm not supporting Steve. Please do not think that. Blech, gross. No, thank you. Silver flop is not for me. But just check out Rebecca. She's like an aunt. I'm not going to say it's my aunt. Could be. You know what I mean? Here she is.
Scotty, do you want a piece of this? Do you want a piece of it? I know you want it. We're having a three-way tonight.
Okay, you heard it here first, Scotty. Scotty going to be do on both of them. So she's out shit-faced, and I'm assuming it's Ali from the Daily Mail because he's always sniffing around. I don't know how he finds out where they are. He must be texting them nonstop. What a life for him. But also they decide to call Steve Sr. Guys, he knows how to use FaceTime. So I know he's only 51, but he reads 79. Actually, that might be offensive to 79-year-olds. Anyway, they give him a call, and it obviously goes as well as you think it might.
I just want to say,
TVP work was so nice.
I
have a new text to her.
to make sure I'm okay after being on the, like, it's really nice. Like, it's showing the true colours. I hope that you get the investors for your startup business. And you know what? Pay your phone support, you dumb.
Oh, God, I laughed so much when I saw that earlier today. Oh, pay your child support, you dumb. Oh, it's just perfection. It's perfection. I'd love to get your thoughts actually on Rebecca quickly because, I don't know, I watched that and I was like,
Super chat.
Thank you very much to Cole K. Wood for your super chat. It says, happy 40th birthday for Friday, SDA. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, Monique Green. Monique, I need to see what you have said. Monique said, Wilko, I just found your channel at the start of this season, and I'm now binging all your other videos. I love the trash, mess, and drama. Oh, welcome, Monique. Welcome to the cult of trash, mess, and drama. You are welcome here. Is that creepy enough? Great. All right, let's get some other comments because Rebecca is being authentic. That's true. She's being authentically herself. Carlene says, full of class. Yeah, no ways 4 girls have anything to do with him as he's a narcissistic prick. Yeah, but see, the thing is, you see your parents differently. You know what I mean? Like, we all make, you know... My parents are perfect, okay? I won't hear anything about them. Yeah, G-Flo, not her original name, shock. Birth name was Cassandra Bassett, and she has 12 aliases. Yeah, I read that she had 3 aliases, but 12 is crazy. That's a I'm not going to make that accusation. It was in the chat. It wasn't me. Gia, Cassandra's lawyers, where we get to see the version of the show or... Oh, Brooke, no, absolutely not. We won't get to see this version of Rebecca. I think we've seen portions of it. She's a flip-flopper. Yeah, I didn't like that she was hanging with the mean girls. I don't like that shit at all. That's like, yeah, that's gross. That's really gross for me, guys. All right. Would you like to meet the new Love Lab Rats before we get into some...
Memo me!
Oh, and this is going to be good. Normally, I'm like, oh, more weddings. And I'll probably say that in the rehash because, you know, watching another wedding, it sort of breaks my soul a little bit. But once we get some new Love Lab Rats that are really messy and I hear some bits and pieces, I actually get very excited. Now, we know year on year, we have the intruders dropped into the science a month into the experiment. And here we are with the new intruder couples. And spoiler alert, I've already scientifically matched them. Okay, so I know exactly who's going to be with who. This is guaranteed. I've not made any mistakes. No, I've not. I've checked. I've not made any mistakes. Can we put the new lab rat straight in the bin? I just saw one of the comments from Malicious. Okay, would you like to know who the new Love Lab Rats are? Here we go. Everybody, meet Joel. There he is. Actually, let's start with Juliet. Let's start with Juliet because... we've got to talk about Joel. Juliet is 27. She's from Victoria and she's a receptionist at a real estate firm and is currently studying for her certificate to sell property. Although she admits she'd happily trade it to become a mum. With Lebanese, Maltese and Egyptian heritage, she grew up in Singapore before moving to Melbourne to finish high school. Single of 4 years, Juliet enjoyed her independence at first, but thought she'd be settled by now. She certainly tried to find love, even traveling overseas, falling hard twice, and once telling a guy that she loved him on the second date, only to be ghosted the next day. Well, that serves you right. That's crazy, Juliet. Surrounded by married and engaged friends, she felt behind and is tired of dating men who don't see her as someone to commit to. This is a common trope. Juliet knows that she can be possessive and overly invested and hopes MAFS, possessive and overly invested. Guys, this is actually the first time I'm reading these, so it's good. She hopes that MAFS will help her grow into the best version of herself in a relationship. I don't know if you should come on MAFS to like grow. I think you should be grown. And like, how old are you? Wait, let's go back to the top. How old is she? 27. I guess like frontal lobe's not fully developed. But still, I don't know. Also, there's Joel, guys. Joel is 31. He's from New South Wales. He's a model and describes himself as a former fat Uber driver. He has spent Chris is not going to be into him, has spent the past 5 years reinventing himself into a stronger, more confident version, born and raised in Sydney with Iraq heritage. Joel is the first generation Australian growing up here. He faced bullying and often felt different, which shaped his self-awareness. He credits his mum, who he calls a spiritual goddess, for his deep interest in psychology. She raised him, still does. Oh, shit, guys. Again, I'm reading this for the first time and I'm worried. Still does his washing and can read people before he even sees the signs. So I'm still stuck on the mum thing. Mum still doing your washing? Do you live at home with mummy and you're 31? I know times are tough, but even if you live at home because times are tough, you do your own washing, mate. That's messed up. Joel has had only one serious relationship, and after it ended, he committed to improving himself, focusing on fitness, confidence, and personal growth. Oh, revenge body. Slightly inexperienced in dating, he values authenticity over appearance and is looking for a real connection. Joel is ready to meet his life partner, settle down, and start a family, which is his lifelong dream. Ooh, okay. Let's get some comments. Wait, something's happening in the chat that I've completely missed, guys. Joel has never been to Hoover Java. What does that mean? Is that a joke I don't get? Mummy puts his daily jogs at the end. Imagine if that's true. That would absolutely kill me if that actually was the case. I don't know. Isn't it between 25 and 30 that the frontal lobe finishes? That was my excuse. Please don't take it away from me. Please, please, please don't take that away from me, okay? All right, let's get to the next one. Okay, this is good. Oh, we have some things to talk about here, guys. Let's talk about Stephanie first. There she is. Stephanie is 32. She's from Queensland. She's a real estate agent. She's a strong, independent person who has her life together and thrives on routine, self-improvement, and pushing her career to new heights. She knows her worth and isn't afraid to work hard to achieve her goals, both professionally and personally. Stephanie is ambitious, driven, and passionate about growth, always looking for better ways to better herself and create the life she envisions. Oh, you know she's got a vision board. Stephanie is looking for a partner to share her life with, a true power couple dynamic. I love it when they want to be a power couple. She dreams of someone ambitious, driven, and proud of their appearance, ideally a businessman who shares her conservative values and desire for success. For her, a relationship isn't just about companionship. It's about building something meaningful together, investing in property, traveling to beautiful destination, and supporting each other's dreams along the way. At 32, Steph has never experienced a serious adult relationship and has never been in love. She often finds men don't look beyond the surface with her, and when they do, her independence and ambition can be intimidating. She's honest about her inexperience with love and relationships, and she's still discovering exactly what she wants. Oh, that's good. Welcome to the experiment. She knows she's ready to embrace the journey of finding love. She's going to be matched with that guy right next to her, Tyson. He's a property investor. He's tanned, fit, from the Gold Coast. He buys, flips, and sells properties. He's a former soldier. He served 6 years in the army, including a tour in Afghanistan, which instilled discipline and structure in him. At 23, he married a Mormon woman in Utah, maintaining a long-distance relationship during his deployment. Whoa, what a fucking crazy story. Yeah, I just married a Mormon. Do you do that? If you're not a Mormon, can you marry a non-Mormon? If you're still in the Mormon? I don't think that. Someone tell me if you're an ex-Mormon or current Mormon. I don't think Rehash would be for you if you're a current Mormon. The marriage ended after she moved to Australia. He's been single for 6 years. Tyson sees himself as a provider and a protector and likes to take charge in relationship. Oh, God, he's going to say fucking alpha for sure. A devout Christian, he hopes his future partner is open for faith. Known for his directness and strong opinions, Tyson is regimented, conservative, and unafraid to stand by his beliefs when they're polarizing. He looks for a loyal woman with shared values, not long dating history. Oh, no. Low body count, who appreciates honesty and commitment. Let's get to it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, shiz, guys. Are these guys a couple? Are they going to be matched with the existing? No, these guys are a couple. These guys are being matched together. Everyone who I'm putting next to each other, they are being matched together. They're both saying conservative, so we can see the science. But I don't necessarily know. Can I see a tail in the background? Do you want to come say hi, Bubby? You can come say hi. Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Oh, come, no. Come up here. Up here. Up here. Come on. Up. You can get up. Don't be lazy. Up. Come on. Come up here. No, come up here. What are you doing? My goodness. Oh, were you asleep? Yeah. Everyone says to me, where's Ari? Okay, now you need to get down because you need a D-shed this week and you are diabolical with your hair. Oh, Bubby. Okay, you go chill. Okay, everyone's seen Ari. Now, let's quickly... Okay, so I don't think she's like Jack. I think she's like very business and career focused, but I don't think she's like Jack. I think Tyson is actually going to be diabolical on the show because talking about the conservative stuff, and I received some Instagram messages, and take from this what you will. Now, I did say to this person, and I won't name them. Where's my bloody Instagram? This person, I did say to them, like, if you want to email me stuff, and they said they were going to email me stuff, but they didn't. And I'm not entirely sure where it landed. Here we go. Okay, so I'm not going to give away who it is or all the like key details in this message, but someone messaged me saying that they've got a friend in this season. They didn't say their name, but apparently the producers have deliberately set out to make this political, and apparently wouldn't let this person write their own vows. Now, I know for a fact that they don't get to write their own vows. At the very least, the producer like forces them to put things in there. Plus, there's apparently a heap more stuff. and I haven't received anything as yet. This particular friend was concerned for his welfare. They said he's a veteran, and they just don't want this to like push him any further. And so I really just don't know. I don't know because the bits and pieces that I've seen, and I've only seen like little previews, but Tyson, the guy that you just saw, he reads bad. He reads bad. Like, think the stuff that Elliot said, times it by 5. Think the stuff that Chris said, and it's more of the crazy conviction that really made me go, what? What is going on here? So again, they're just bits and pieces. I don't know the full story. And of course, everything is still out of context. But I think this guy in particular, I don't know if it's real or the edit. Like maybe his friends are just like trying to protect him because he said, guys, I'm going to look really bad. Maybe you should like do some damage control. But he's gonna no, worse than Harrison. I think it's going to be worse. And I get all this stuff from people, bits and pieces. I can't name names because that's shitty. You can't message me discreetly and then, but it's not real. But I love that you guys noticed it. Yeah, I'm really, yeah. He's saying he's anti-woke. But also Stephanie is not, she's not for woke either. So I think they match in a lot of ways. And both of them don't match with me. And I'm so sick of the fucking word woke. I'm so over it. But it's going to be a real time. You have to be really conservative to fall in love with a Mormon. Elliot did so well to turn the pin around. Yeah, he really did. All right, let's get to the lucky last match because, guys, you won't believe it. We've got some gays. Oh, my goodness, some gays. All right, let's talk about Sam first. He's 34. He's the guy there on the left. He's from South Australia. He's tall, dark, and handsome. He's a gym owner with a genuine boy-next-door charm. After spending some time in the US, he was inspired by its dynamic fitness culture and brought that energy home to Adelaide, where he built a successful cycle spin studio. Sam has had 2 meaningful relationships, both shaped by distance. Well, why come on, MAFS, Sam? They're not going to match someone. Like, look at the other guy's location. Fuck me. One ending when he returned home from the US and the other one when his partner relocated for work. He's extremely close to his parents and deeply inspired by their long, loving marriage, which set the standard for what he wants from a relationship. A natural romantic, Sam is thoughtful and nurturing with his partner. He prefers to build a strong connection before diving in, embracing a slow burn approach. Not for MAFS, Sammy boy, I'm so sorry. And he's hoping his husband will appreciate that. He's drawn to a fit, emotionally mature, masculine man, someone who can belt out Taylor Swift in the hallway, then happily get his hands dirty around a campfire. Like Brokeback style? What kind of dirty? No, of course not. That's so disgusting to me. Why would I bring that up? Now, guys, the science in its infinite wisdom, and you will never ever question it because Channel 9 will come for me once again, has partnered him with Chris, 38, New South Wales farmer and gym owner. They both own fitness things. Chris bends his city and country life as a fit Redfern gym gay. Owner and entrepreneurial farm owner as well. He isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. Oh, can you see the fucking science happening in front of you? Hands dirty, hands dirty. What's the bet that that's going to be in their vows that are definitely written by producers? He was raised on a Queensland cattle farm by his mum after losing his father. He grew up knowing resilience early. Coming out at 18 in the country was not easy, so he packed up and headed for Sydney to build his own life. In love, Chris admits that he's attracted to the wrong type in the past. Men drawn to his success or men he had to fix. Oh, honey, haven't we all been there? Every woman who's watching this fucking show has tried to fix a man, and all the gays. We've all done it. He wants kind and generous, but also self-confessed. Oh, he's kind and generous, but also a self-confessed neat freak who sometimes avoids tough conversations by escaping to the farm. He knows he's not perfect. After 3 long-term relationships, he's hoping MAFS leads him to a masculine partner. Oh, there's the mask word. Who enjoys dressing up for a night out and is just as happy getting muddy on the farm. God, this is good stuff. There we go, guys. The gays are on. They're here. And I don't think it's going to work out. Because if Sam from Adelaide had other partners that were moving away and he was like, he liked them, he would move for them, right? So, or maybe he likes them and he's like, I'm absolutely not willing to move. So, Chris, I know you've got a farm and a gym, but you're going to have to move to Adelaide, mate. I'm really sorry. SA for you. A Q&A is coming up, so you can ask me any questions. Don't put them in the chat just yet. We're going to do them after the memo news. You can send your memo me's anytime. Memo me at rehashed.com.au. Okay, here we go. We've got so many memo me's. So many memo me's. I haven't pre-listened, so this could be a real time. But I did check. None of them are too long. So everyone, I think, mostly has followed the rules, and that's all you need to do. And obviously try not to be absolutely diabolical and have me stop your memo me midway. Let's say hi to Anne. Anne is up first. Okay, Anne, what is your memo me, Anne?
Hello, Wilko. So I'm watching this, from Ireland, as we do. And I just want to say that this comment has absolutely nothing to do with the individuals. They're all like psyched up and set up to behave like animals. But I just think Endemol Shine has to be called out on the abusiveness that it's engaging in, because
they called out all the time.
Chris obviously didn't want to be in there and they bullied him into it. Then Brooke comes along and bullies everybody. She's learning it from Endemol Shine if she didn't already know it. So they have to be called out on it, because that's not okay. And I have to say, I love watching your Rehashed piece. And I nearly might watch that regardless, but I don't know if I'm going to continue to watch MAFS itself, because that's truly disgusting behavior on their part to be so abusive, to look for people's lowest ebb emotionally and to unpick that without any sense of human dignity at all. I'm disgusted, but not with you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that dinner party, it's so hard because a lot of people were like, Wilko, you didn't go hard enough. And I was like, maybe I didn't, and maybe I'm numb to it now. So I really had to check myself. Maybe I'm numb to this. Because I watched the stuff that Oblivia did and I kind of put it in the same category. So a couple of seasons ago. So maybe, I don't know. Ruth have sent one as well, a memo me. Hey, Ruth.
Hello, sweet baby angels. This is Rog Wolves here, and my first memo me. I wanted to come on here. It's not very jovial, I'm afraid, but I just wanted to point something out that I think is happening, but it is just a conspiracy theory, and we're all allowed one as a treat, right? So it's pertaining to Float Your Boat and of course. Now, I think that the most dangerous and red flag type of men aren't your loud people like Steve Senior, because they are shouty and loud and always say what they think. So there's no guessing with them. You always sort of know who they are. I think the scariest type of men are the quiet ones who portray themselves to be the nice guy. And I have this horrible sinking feeling that Float Your Boat is that person. I think what we're not seeing in the edit is Float Your Boat being manipulative, being a nice guy, or flitting from one to the other, where he's telling Rachel that he's into her and then not into her and confusing her. And I think a lot of her extreme emotional reactions are her signs of her being manipulated, because I think she's quite a strong, confident, feminist woman, going to the football, having a great time. I get very true girl's girl vibes from that. I bet she's got strong community connections outside of here, knows who she is, and then she's coming here, and I feel like Float Your Boat is eroding who she is and her personality and making her feel less than. That's the impression I'm getting. I'm sorry to take it all on a serious note, but that's really the vibes I'm getting from there. Bit of a vibe, but to cross over our rehashes there. So that's what I'm feeling. So I just want all the SBAs to look out for that. I could be completely wrong, but that is the thinking feeling I'm getting. Also, one question for you, Wilko. Who is it that you're looking and talking to when you turn to your right, stage right? Because I never know who it is, or if there's anyone there at all. You're just making it up. And finally, much love to Mama Wilko, as always, because she's the reason that you're here, and then, therefore, our whole lovely community is here. Okay, love you all. Bye.
Thank you very much, Ruth. I did not speed that up. I did not speed that up. That was not me. That was sent to me that way. Okay, so Ruth, I don't know if you deliberately did that, but that's how it got to me. Who am I talking to? I guess, who am I talking to? One day you'll find out. I promised that. Remember when I used to talk to someone outside of the booth? I told you one day, and I made the comment, once I get over 50,000 subscribers, you'll all find out. That was the promise. That was way back. Way, way back. All right, another memo me, and this is from MAFS Fan 365. Go.
Hello everyone,
Whoa.
This is my first ever Memo Me, and today I just want to talk about the fact that that dinner party, I know it's probably already been mentioned, but that dinner party was absolutely insane, and for all the wrong reasons. Like, usually the dinner parties are so fun to watch because they're so dramatic, but that dinner party was just unsettling. It was concerning, it was gross, it was just unsettling. It was very uncomfortable. It was an uncomfortable experience, especially seeing Brooke, Gia, and Beck gang up on Alyssa and Stella, and that whole like stripper boots comment that Brooke made to Stella, and calling Alyssa a ratchet idiot. Like, Brooke's behaviour was just so vile. I mean, I haven't seen behaviour that vile in Married at First Sight for a very long time, if ever.
Oh, that's it. Whoa. Finished on a real high there. I loved I was trying to think of the other word. So it was ratchet in the end. I think it was ratchet. And in the end, the closed caption said rat shit. So I think even the closed captioner got it wrong. Because when I heard it in the rehashed, I was like, what? Because she kind of said ratchet. Because again, we heard from Gia's mouth that she had 3 bottles of champagne before she even got to the din-dins. So, see, someone just brought me a drink. Just show me your hand. People don't believe there's someone there. Just put your hand in. Just put your hand in. Further. No one can see. Further. Again. No, further. Further. There we go. There we go. See? Thank you. MAFS Fan 365. Someone is there. Oh, thank you for getting me a drink, by the way. I wanted this at the start, you know what I mean? Oh. It's not a beer because I'm saving up for next weekend. All right, let's get another memo me. Thank you, MAFS Fan 365. Deb is back as well. Hello, Deb.
Hey Wilko, it's Deb. Time for this week's Memo Me. I'm going to skip Intimacy Week. It was just boring. Nothing overly interesting happened. Straight to the dinner party. Found it quite funny that Gia, who hasn't liked Beck and can't stand Beck, and even Beck vice versa, they're going to be buddy and friends with each other now that Brooke's left. Gia needs a little, sidekick friend to be there with her. Brooke rocking up, 2 sheets to the wind, and then instantly starting on Stella. Brooke, you outed yourself at the commitment ceremony saying that you weren't happy for Stella and Philip. No one else, you did it. I didn't like the fact that Stella just sat there and looked at her blankly and it's just like, I'm not engaging. We can talk, but not this way. And then Alyssa calling them out for their bullying and eventually just ignoring Brooke as Brooke got drunker and drunker. Alyssa and everyone just ignoring her behaviour, and then Beck getting upset because naturally Denny said Gia was more his type. At the end of the day, whatever, you're all a bunch of mean girls. Entertainment is not really what we're seeing at the moment, and stop blaming the edit. Producers cannot force you to say the words you've been saying. Bye.
Thank you very much, Sam. I agree with that. You can blame producers for a little bit, but you can't blame them for everything, you know what I mean? All right, do we have one more? I think we do. One more. Antonia, because, geez, guys, we're running long tonight. Antonia, go for it.
Hi, Wilko and Sweet Baby Angels. It's Antonia from the U.S.
Antonia.
So this week was pretty tame, in my opinion, until that end. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Chris. Please don't hate me too much. But dang it, Brooke, for being so freaking me. Gosh, man. Anyways, the one thing that I have noticed about this season, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like they don't have a lot of footage, because I feel like we were doing a lot of last time, even in the same episode. So, but now that they have the new segment of after the dinner party, I think that's partly why they don't have a lot of stuff. I also know about you were saying about the couple being cut out, but I did watch that and it was pretty interesting. I did like the hosts, even though they're all from The Bachelor. I thought it'd be more MAFS people, but I guess none of them wanted to do it, I guess. So I wanted to see what your take on them was.
I disliked it.
And yeah, so that's all I really got for this week. So I'll talk to you guys later. Say hi to Ari and Charlie for me. Okay, bye.
I will, Antonia, not Antonia. When I was a kid, and this has nothing to do with the same name, but just saying Antonia, again, it's a completely different name. So don't ask why my brain makes that connections, but you've seen Rehashes before, so you understand my brain makes connections that make no sense. But when I was sick at home as a kid and I would stay home, you would watch Good Morning Australia because there's nothing on. There was just nothing on in the middle of the day because kids weren't meant to be home. And so you'd be sick and the TV would be on and the only thing was on was like Good Morning Australia because at least maybe they had like a music performance or whatever. And they had a guy who did like poetry about food. It was a weird time. And then Bert Newton, who was a television host here in Australia, he'd go, and now here's Moira. And the name Antonia reminds me of Moira. I don't know why. And now here's Moira. Anyway, good times. Thank you so much for your memo me's. All right, any quick questions before we go because we have to wrap it up and I need to make sure that you get to MAFS on time. You know what I mean? Like I don't want you to be late. I would hate for you to be late. And we also have to get to the poll results. Any quick questions? People are saying that they've smashed the like. I'm convinced Anaconda's playing a strategic game, kind of like he's trying to hardest back up his words. Yeah, he's not into her. That is absolutely it. Thank you, Brooke. Brooke hints. That's just me, guys. That's my fake YouTube account. How's my mum going? She's the same, but she's good. She's doing good. And I really have to ask if she's okay with me sharing this. But yeah, she is doing good. And I really should text her today. I haven't checked in today. But yeah. She's good. Thank you for asking. Have you heard the rumors Rick Kiss violent behavior taken out? Yeah. I heard all about. We mentioned it earlier, but apparently he went way too far. And yes, I believe that was removed because they wanted his redemption arc to make Brooke look worse. Too many ads on free-to-air TV. Thank you very much. A lot of people get confused with my nickname, so if you can follow it, I love that. Thank you, Christy. I'm glad that she's okay too. All right, quickly. I know it's about to start, so let's do it. The commitment ceremony is tonight, and this is what I need from the commit me, all right? I need some clarity on some things. Like, what the fuck happened with Julia and Grayson? Like, they come in hand at the dinner party. The promo makes it seem like they're all good, and I just think it's bullshit. I'm very, very mad with everything from the bisexual and the shattered dreams man. Also, I need Rebecca and Steve to leave. If Rebecca writes stay, I lose all respect for her. After the videos that I saw from Daily Mail, a lot has been lost. But still, at least, like, Steve's not going to write. If Steve writes stay, I will flip this table. I swear. I'm not a religious person, but I'll swear to Jeebus. And the Farmer and Melusion, I also swear on this one. If the redemption arc is pumping a positive direction, I'm going to scream for 5 minutes straight on the next rehash. Just because Melusion wants high marks from the experts and doesn't want this, this relationship to be a fail. Also, we've seen the promo that Brooke is there taking a grilling. So obviously they're both going to leave. They're not going to stay that. But I want to see the experts deliver. This was a lot of people saying the most vile thing that's ever been on this show. And so if you've baited us with all this rage, then the experts actually need to deliver, okay? That's what I need from them. Reminder, next Friday is my 40th birthday. I will be live on the Sunday, but I also might be hungover, like a Wilko light version. I will be drinking for real. Okay, I won't be drinking like a happy little Sodally unless it's got vodka in it, which is also a great match, Sodally. We should collab on that. So yeah, just letting you know. Also, if you're watching on Catch Up and you made it all the way, you need to put intruders in the comments. And if you're watching live, you need to say those magic words, but you left, SBA.
You left.